Hello, everybody. I'll use this moment before I go live. Oh my gosh, there's a bug in here. To say hello to anybody who's watching the replay, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Hello. We'll get started in just a second. If you are watching the replay, this is a live stream. So I'm just waiting for people to hop on. If you're catching me live, please say hello and let me know where you're watching from. I love to chat with you guys, so I'll just give it another second or two. And you guys will notice that you get to see my face this week. Hey, Mom, you're here. All right, so that is my sign that I'm out and live in public. You will notice that you're seeing my face tonight, and that's just for a very brief moment because in my Facebook group, I had a customer ask how I store, well, to everybody in the group, how we store our paper scraps. And so I wanted to show it. I was going to take a photo today and show, and then I was like, I'm going live tonight. I'll just show it. So I'm going to turn, hi, Alicia, glad you're here. I'm going to turn my computer slightly so you can see behind me. And I apologize. I'll probably freak out because there is a tiny little bug flying around. Okay, so this is how I store my paper. This is a Kallax unit from IKEA. And then I've got these really cool inserts. So like this little guy up here, and then these, I've got 4 of these. And then down here, hold on. Down here is a 12 by 12 one that I use for my DSP. So everything is pretty much the same, but I'll show you. I keep all of my paper in here, and they're organized by color family, by Stampin' Up! Color Family. I know some people like to do rainbow. I like to do color family. So I've got them organized by that in here. And so I'm going to show you, I'm just going to slide out my balmy blue and show you how I store it. So this is the package that cardstock comes in. And like I said, this is my balmy blue, but I keep it in its original package. And hi, Cher, thanks for joining. What I do here is I keep full sheets and half sheets in here. So I keep the half sheets in here because they can make a card base. So I like to do that. But then what I have, and I don't know if I mentioned that these inserts are from Stampin' Storage, and I love them. They're awesome. And they are a Minnesota company. So if you are Minnesotan like myself, you might like that. But they also sell these little paper sleeves. And so I have these, and this is where I keep all of my scraps of the same color. Now, I do, I have a pretty good array of scraps, right? So like this one, there's not much left I can do with it, but I keep it in here because you never know. But otherwise, I'll show you that, and I can't really move my computer. Oh, I'll show you quick. So my DSP, they have these 12 by 12 sleeves as well. This is what I keep my DSP in, and these are all organized by like the pattern. So this is the beauty of the Earth DSP. So all the scraps and the full sheets are in here. And it's just because they don't get as bulky. Otherwise, I would keep like my full sheets of cardstock in the paper sleeves, but it just gets too bulky. So I'm going to spin you this way a little bit, and you can see like down here, I have a drawer, and I keep all my white scraps in there. So this is a little bin I got from Target, and it's got a whole bunch of white scraps, and they just vary, from thickness, but I keep them. If they fit in this bin, they go in this bin, and these are usually what I use for sentiments. But then I also have just a pile of scraps that are like longer, but that's where all my white scraps are. So I thought that would be kind of fun to show on video. But I'm going to go ahead and flip you down because we're going to start our card for tonight. So thank you for joining me live. Let's see if I can do this. Ready? Oh, I did it. Yay. I knew that this technology did it, but I had never tried it before. So thank you all for joining me tonight. It is Sunday, August 29th. Cher said she can never decide how small of a scrap to keep. She feels like she should throw them out, but I'm always like, well, that's too much to throw. So she has scraps everywhere. Yep, I get you. And you know what? I didn't show you, but if you watch the replay after, you'll notice that where I pulled my cardstock from, I had some weird looking things above it. And this is actually what I do with my scraps. So this is a piece of recycled paper that I made myself. This is with my colored scraps, which I think it looks so cool because you can see like there's some granny apple green and some random. So this is with the color scraps. So I mixed together like purples, browns, blacks, all of that. And then this is what I do with my white. I make recycled paper out of that too, but I keep that one all white so that I can like stamp on it and stuff. So anyway, let's go ahead and start the card, or yeah, our card tonight. This is last week's card, and last week's winner was Cheryl Smith. And Cheryl, I need your address. So if you're watching tonight, please private message me or email me your address. I'll pop up my email here for just a minute. There's my email, melissa@stampwithmelissa.com. So please let me know by, let's say, the end of the day on Tuesday, what your address is so I can get this in the mail to you. Otherwise, I suppose I'll use it. Okay, so last week we used the Gorgeous Leaves, and I really liked them a lot. I'm in a huge fall mood, so this week we're going to use Gorgeous Leaves. And this card I cased from a demonstrator named Mary Fish, and casing, C-A-S-E, stands for copy and share everything, or the way I commonly use it is copy and selectively edit. So I changed up some things that she did. But I wanted to give her credit because I was inspired by her. So in this card today, we are using the Gorgeous Leaves set, the die set, which is the intricate leaves, and I just have to find it here. This is on page 47 of the mini catalog. By the way, you want to make sure you're commenting tonight because that is how you get entered for the chance to win the card we make tonight. So make sure you're commenting, and you'll go in a drawing, and I'll let you know after the live video ends who wins. So super fun way to participate along with me. And I love to send the cards out because that's the fun of stamping. So we've got this die set, and then we're also using a couple of stamp sets from the Sale-a-Bration brochure. The first one is, I have to find it, Textures and Frames. This is a super fun stamp set, and there are so many cool things. I'm going to throw this out there, but I saw some people make ornaments out of the circles, and I thought that was so clever. So I'm probably going to have to try that next. But we're using Textures and Frames. That's free with a $50 order in my online store through the end of September. And then we're also using this guy right here, which is the In Your Words stamp set. Now, this is a host stamp set, so it is free with a $300 order. And before you gasp, oh, here, let me take my email down. Before you gasp, you do not have to spend the $300 all yourself. But we don't judge. So if you want to, go for it. But if you would like to earn this stamp set, you can ask me how. I'd be happy to set up a code if you have a couple of friends who you'd want to order with you or something like that. So just let me know. All right, I'm going to set these aside and we're going to get started. But today's card is actually going to be pretty quick because I did a lot of the prep work already. So I'm going to bring in just a scrap piece of paper here, and it's a little messy. But I've got a piece of basic white for the inside. All of the measurements, I should mention, also will be on my blog, and the post will come out tomorrow morning, Monday morning, the August 30th at 8 a.m. Central Time. But then I've got some cute leaves. So we've got a real red one, a pumpkin pie one, and then this one is crushed curry, which is a color I don't use very often. So I had to make sure I used crushed curry. And then I've got our sentiment cut out already because I didn't want to make you listen to my heat tool. So this sentiment says, sending this card for no particular reason. And this is the one that comes from that In Your Word stamp set. And also that In Your Word stamp set is pretty cool because those sentiments were brainstormed by demonstrators, which is so neat. Sometimes Stampin' Up! Will post, we have like a Facebook group, and sometimes Stampin' Up! Will post and ask for our opinions on things like that. And then they turned them into a stamp set, which is really awesome. All right, so I'm going to use some soft suede ink, and then I've got the little splatter. This is from the Textures and Frames, and we're going to go ahead and just stamp it around, and I'm going to stamp off. So you'll notice it gave a little bit of a lighter color, and that, I really like that when it does that. And you know what? It sometimes when you like stamp off and it doesn't fully connect with the grid paper, it leaves an extra mark. But honestly, I don't mind it. I think it looks kind of cool. And some of it gets hidden anyway. So not to fret. See, we can even strategically do that. But this is a cool way too, if you don't have all of Stampin' Up's ink colors and there's something you really want, a really cool way is to stamp off and then stamp down and you get a lighter color. And that's a really cool way and a cost-effective way to get more out of your inks. I love that. I love doing that. And I even think it works well with, here, let me grab them. So we have Old Olive, and then we have Pear Pizzazz. And honestly, I feel like Old Olive is just a darker version of Pear Pizzazz. So that's one way to kind of, if you stamp off Old Olive, I think it looks a little bit like Pear Pizzazz. Just a fun fact. All right, so we have got some stamping done on there. So we're going to go ahead and use some seal adhesive to get this layered onto our soft suede cardstock. This piece is crumb cake, by the way. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. And then our card base is also crumb cake. So we've got that layered on there, and then we're going to go ahead and just get it right onto our card base. And here we go. We'll center it on there. And while I stamp, tell me how your weekend went. I had a great weekend on Friday. Oh my gosh, you guys, I feel like every time I come on live, I'm like, I'm going to talk about my weekend, and then I forget what I do. I don't remember what I did on Friday, but yesterday I went to go see a show. I saw Mamma Mia, and it was very good. And then my niece and nephew slept over. Hi, Anne. Thanks for joining. Okay, so I put some seal down. If you watched last week, you know that I recommended using adhesive sheets for these, but I wanted to show you another way. So since this sentiment is going to cover where that seal went, I just put some seal down and I'm tacking down the stems. And I think that's just like another fun way and an easy way if you don't have adhesive sheets. So yeah, let's see. We watched, my niece is 6 and my nephew is 3. So we watched Frozen 2 and The Incredibles, which was really fun. I haven't seen those movies in a long time. And so it's kind of fun to have them as like an excuse, you know, quote unquote excuse to watch movies like that. Okay, so I put some dimensionals on the back of this sentiment, and we're going to go ahead and pop it up right over where that seal is. So I'm not sure if you can tell in the camera. Now you can. You see where it's shiny? That's where the exposed seal is. And we obviously want to cover it up because we don't want it to get caught on the envelope or, you know, just make a mess of things. So I put that sentiment right over the top of it. And then we're going to do the inside before we embellish. But I've got a piece of basic white here for the inside. And we are using this fun sentiment that says, I see you and you are wonderful. So this is a just because card. And I think, you know, I have some friends and who are going back to school or college or whatever. And so I think this is like a really fun card to send to them because they're far away. I have a friend who just moved into his dorm room in New York City yesterday. So he's kind of far away. All right. Cher said she watched Dirty Dancing and a Stephen King movie. That was a treat. She never watches TV anymore. I have never seen a Stephen King movie, and I have never read any of his books. But I do have a cousin who just started school out in Maine, and I guess they went and visited Stephen King's house. Is that right? I think that's right. I think his house is out that way. So she's in like the same town or something. So they went to see his house, which is pretty cool. All right, all we have left to do, I told you this was going to be a super fast live tonight, so let me know if you have any questions or anything. All we have left to do is do some embellishments. So I have got our brushed metallic adhesive backed dots, and these are gorgeous. I think they're supposed to be gold, silver, and bronze, or maybe that's copper. It might be copper, but I like to call them yellow, pink, and green because that's how I see them. But we're going to use some of the green ones or the copper ones to embellish the card. And I think it just blends in really nice with the soft suede, which is why I liked this color a lot. So we'll go ahead and put some like that. That's pretty fun. Okay. All right. Well, that's our completed card. Wasn't that quick? Because I did all that prep work. So that was so fast. Okay. Let me see if I can figure out how to flip the camera back up for just a second. Hold on. Oh, there's a split screen. Okay, I'm back. Hello. So what was I going to say? Oh, big news. Thank you guys so much for the compliments. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Big news. We're going to be changing when our lives are because it's back to school. And so Sunday nights I know are kind of like wind down nights and stuff. And things are just getting busier. So we are going to switch lives to Tuesday nights. So that'll be super fun. We're going to start not this Tuesday, the 31st, but next Tuesday. So the day after Labor Day in the US, we're going to switch that. And I'm super excited for that. Cher said, are both the darker brown colors soft suede? Yes. So this matte is soft suede and the sentiment is soft suede. And then, hold on, I'm mirrored. So this color and the card base are crumb cake. But yes, the darker browns are soft suede. I love soft suede. It's so pretty. Yeah, I think that was my big news. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching tonight. I know it was so fast, but I hope you have a great start to your week. I just hit 200 subscribers on YouTube, so yay for that. But if you're not subscribed and you're watching me over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and like the video. And if you are on Facebook, please give me a heart. Sadly, YouTube doesn't have hearts. But give me a heart and like my Facebook page if you haven't liked that already. And actually, because we're done so early, I'm looking for where I put them. Hold on, I want to show you something that I made. Because I probably won't blog about this exactly. I might do a variation, but look at yesterday, I made this cute little box for Halloween. So I made two of them, one for my niece, one for my nephew. And there, I don't know if you can tell, but there's haunted house in there, and that's from the designer series paper. So I actually have a scan and cut machine. I maybe should have gone this way. Scan and cut machine, and I had it cut out all those little haunted houses and the boo. So that's really fun. So I probably won't blog this exact one because the boo is not Stampin' Up! Product. I just typed it into my computer and then had it cut out. So, but I thought it was super fun, and I thought I could show you guys because my niece and nephew being so young, they won't see it. I'll have to be careful when they're teenagers. But yeah, oh, thank you guys so much. Yeah, Anne said boo. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to head off now, but thank you for being here. And let me know if you liked the split screen, this cool, like seeing me and seeing down, because I can even do, let's see what this one does. Like I can do it like that, which I don't know. Would you guys like that for when I go live? It'd be kind of cool to have me off to the side so you can see me and see what I'm making. I don't know. Let me know if you like that. But I am going to head off for tonight. So have a great week and a great end to August. Somehow it's already the end of August. So Anne says she likes it. All right, awesome. And Alicia said she likes it too. Okay, we'll plan to do this then. I just have to make sure I'm showered. No, I'm just kidding. I will be. All right. Well, I have several fun cards for you this week coming up. And then I will be live on Tuesday, September, I think it's the 7th at 7 p.m. So I will see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.